Okay, right, so we're going to continue our work on 3D shapes and we're going to look at how we calculate the volume of a shape. Okay, now volume means the space inside a shape. So if you had a bigger volume of bottle, you could put more water in that bottle than you could in a smaller bottle. Okay, so the higher volume, the more space inside that shape. Now we measure it in centimeters cubed or meters cubed or millimeters cubed or whatever the measurement is cubed. So area is squared, volume is cubed. Okay? Now in our last lesson we talked about what a prism is. Now a prism is a 3D shape with the same face all the way through. So if you cut it at any point, you would still see the face at the front. Okay? Sometimes you'll hear this face be called a cross section. If that happens, don't worry, it just means the face. Okay, they mean the same thing. Right, now to calculate the volume of a prism, what you do is you calculate the area of the face, or the area of the cross section, it's sometimes known as, and you times it by how far back it goes. You times it by the length. Okay, so when you are looking at these, you need to make sure that you are happy with how you calculate area. Now, if you are not, you need to go back and look at the videos on calculating the area of rectangles and squares and triangles, etc. Okay, so that you're happy with those. Right, now, this first question, we have got to find the volume of this shape. Now, what is this shape? It's a cube. Why is it a cube? Because each side is the same length. Okay, now this is also a prism, so its specific name is a cube. The broad name is that it is a prism. It's a type of prism, and the type of prism that it is a cube. Okay, the first thing you need to do is look at the face. So this shape here, this square, is the face. Now actually you could have picked any of the squares because they're all equally the face. Let's think about this face. So to calculate the area of the face, to calculate the area of a square, you do base times height, or width times length, so that's 4 times 4. That's going to be 16. Now don't forget, area is measured in centimetres squared. That's the area of the face. Then to calculate the volume of the prism, we're going to do the area of the face times by how far back it goes. So it goes back 4 centimetres. So we're going to do the area of the face, which is 16, times by how far back it goes, which is 4. 16 times 4, if you need to use a grid, you can. 10, 6, 4, 40, 24, 40 add 24 makes 64. And as we said up here, it is measured in centimetres cubed. So the volume of that cube is 64 centimetres cubed. Okay, question 2. We need to identify the face. So the face is going to be this rectangle here. If the face is a rectangle, what is this 3D shape? It's a cuboid. Okay, you don't have to write that down because it hasn't asked us, but I'm just showing you. Okay, so how do we get the area of the face? Well, the area of a rectangle is length times width, or base times height. So it's 10 times 3. Area of the face is 10 times 3, which is 30. This is in metres, so that's metres squared. It's area, so it's in metres squared. Okay, we've then been asked to work out the volume. So the volume is going to be the area of the face, which we've just worked out, times by how far back it goes, which is the length, which is 5. So we've got the area of the face is 30, times by how far back it goes, 30 times 5. Sorry about the siren. Right, 30 times 5, 3 times 5 is 15, and we add a 0 on the end. So it's 150, and it's volume, so it's metres cubed. That is the volume of the cuboid.